Praying for you, Juju. Also, just want to say, because of the nature of ACL recoveries, she'll likely have to miss most, if not all, the next season, likely in her pursuit of Caitlin Clark's all-time scoring record of 3,951 points. Unless she, of course, decided to come back. I think she's eligible to go to W after 4 seasons, right, or four years in college.
Decides to do.
And then we say,
That's the problem right there. In the pursuit of Caitlin Clark's scoring record. Why? Why is it always in pursuit of Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark. That's your guys' problem. That's the problem right there with the media. It's always trying to chase Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark. Juju could be a great player without mentioning Caitlin Clark or without going after Caitlin Clark's scoring record. That's the problem. There's so much pressure on the girl. Let's continue. But I'm telling you, that is the problem right there.
Saw Paige Beckers come back this season after suffering similar, devastating injuries in her career. But Watkins was at 1,709 points, would have had the chance for more as the Trojans advanced to the Sweet 16. I know it's crazy to say. In the
A lot of points.
A little under 2 seasons in college, she already got 1,700 points. SC was going to roll to that Final Four. Probably wasn't going to beat UCLA, but they were going to at least have 3 more games.
Come on, Joe.
Just.
Well, how many losses y'all got?
Huh?
How many losses y'all had?
2.
Who they came from?
Regular season.
Well, I'm just saying.
They were regular season losses. We're in the tournament now. But Lexie, do you believe Juju would have broken Caitlin Clark's scoring record if she had the chance to play 4 healthy seasons?
Oh, for sure.
Easy?
Not easy, but yeah. Just the way she scores the ball. And then I feel like she would probably at some point develop a more efficient scoring, more threes. She gets to the free throw line a little bit more, which makes up for the lack of three-point shooting compared to Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell and Kelsey Plum. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, obviously, that's so far ahead, you don't even want to bring that up. Like, what are you going to do when you get back? Like, are you going to stay all 4? Or are you going to do your 3 years and leave when you're eligible? But, like, that's now a decision that's going to come up for her in the future. But, yeah, she would have broken the record for sure.
So the narrative has started. She would have broken the record for sure. You understand that she would have to, on the pace, she would have to score like 1,100 points a year or 1,000-something points a year to beat that record? Realistically, let me tell you something. Her being in late in games, whether up 30, still playing, going all out, playing 100%, trying to score, scoring, that has to do with muscle fatigue. There's a lot of things that go into injuries and things like that, right? Juju's great. I want her to be an all-time great in the league. I want her to go and bring her fans to the W so we can have more growth in the game and more fans watching the league. But I think it has to stop. Oh, for sure. How do you know she's going to break Caitlin Clark's scoring record? The girl just got injured, and this is the first thing you guys want to talk about, her beating Caitlin Clark's scoring record? Remember what I said yesterday? Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark. Everything's compared to who? Caitlin Clark. That's crazy to me, man. Prayers up for Juju, but I'm not going to be the one to sit here and be like, oh yeah, she would have broke the record. It's not even that realistic. It's not. It's not realistic. And I think the amount of games she played already in the sophomore year that she broke Caitlin Clark. Let's put it all into perspective, actually, while we're here. So, Juju broke Caitlin Clark's scoring record, right? In 2 years. Or whatever the case is. She scored more points than her in 2 years, right under Kelsey Mitchell. She played 4 more games and took like 100 and something more shots. 80 something or 100 something more shots. So, do you guys really want to get this shit going? Like, you guys really want to put it into perspective like that? Like, let's break it all down. Let's really break it all down so we can really get a full understanding of what's going on here. So, let's continue. 2 more minutes and get you guys out of here.
Easy work.
Do you stay? Like in college, I feel like when you like the star women's player in college, you get a lot of spotlight on you. And like, I don't want to say more opportunities, but you do get opportunities. I feel like when you just that one player in college,
yeah, for sure.
compared to going to the WNBA, NBA right away, and then you got to fight with.
Yeah, I mean that's the good thing about the W is because that window it stays open much longer for you. So whether she decides to leave or stay, she gonna probably be the number one pick no matter what.
What?
So it's what type of
I'm sorry I have to keep pausing, but Lexie Brown, what are you talking about? Regardless if she stays or goes, she's going to probably be the number one pick. So if Juju comes back, because a lot of people are saying Juju's going to come back and just enter the draft and not play in college again. You think someone's going to take Juju number one without seeing her capability on game speed? No. There's a lot of assumptions for a girl who just got hurt a couple days ago. Like, let the girl take a break. Let her rest. You guys are putting so much pressure on the girl. That's the problem. Stop putting so much pressure on her. Let her rest. Let her recover. We don't even know how she's going to recover. Not everybody recovers the same. She might have to change her whole offensive game play. You don't know what kind of shape she's going to be in. Maybe she can't keep going downhill, and trying to step through everywhere. So maybe the free throws won't be a factor. Maybe she will have to start shooting the ball at a higher clip. So let's give it a break. She just got hurt last week. I'm so confused.
legacy she wants to leave in the college game, and that'll be up to her, but she'll be supported either way.
For sure. Well, like, again,
When do women come back from that? Is it like longer compared to?
I think it just depends on the player, honestly.
They don't even know.
I would assume over a year.
I mean, it's a right leg, so it's not, her main jumping.
I mean, I will say my teammate, Kia Nurse, she is, I think now this is her second year removed from her knee, and she said that she's feeling back to herself now, 2 years later. So last year she played, was still figuring it out, and then this year when she came and played in Nashville, she's like, I feel back. Same with my other friend, Bria Hartley. She said something very similar. So it depends on the player.
And the style of play.
Yeah.
So, with her, it's going to be all about, the balance of, she's attacked, she's coming downhill, she has a strong body, so it's basically just, making sure, when she's planting on that right and trying to push off that right, it's stable.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And like I said, let's stop assuming what's going to happen with her because we don't know how she's going to recover. We don't know if her mind's going to be the same. We don't know how she's going to transition. We don't know her physicality level. We don't know how strong the leg will be. So we're putting all these narratives in the air. Yes, she's going to break Caitlin Clark's record. This, that, yeah, she's going to go number one in the draft. I think this is completely wrong. I think in order for Juju to come back, have the right support system, as stated. Take your time. There's no rush. The league is waiting for you. There's no rush. Be patient. Continue to eat right. You got to take the recovery part as serious as you ever taken anything in sports before. That's my opinion. Now as far as the narrative situation, I don't know what it is with Lexie Brown lately. She's been given the mixed signal situation, but now it looks like she's back on the side where it's like she's going against Clark, and it's not going against Clark, but a lot of people try to put this narrative between Caitlin Clark, and everyone else. Clark. Last year it was Angel Reese. That shit fell off quick. A lot of people are starting to realize Angel Reese cannot play basketball. Now, last year, after they saw what Angel Reese was doing midseason, they started using the Paige Becker situation. That kind of fell off. And then now they're using the Juju situation. And now that's going to fall off quickly, right? Well, not quickly. It's going to take a little, backseat for a while. And then we're going to start hearing it. But we're going to see. Paige Becker's declared for the draft. So now that's going to be the new talks. Paige Becker's versus Caitlin Clark. And as far as I'm concerned, Paige still has a lot to prove, in my opinion. I think she's good. And I think that she's going to have to go into the W and see how she can handle the physicality and things like that. I'm not saying she can't. I'm not going to pull a Gino or nothing like that. But I just know, based off her game, what I see her play, it's not too explosive. It's good. It's good. She's good. But I just want to see how it's going to transition to the W, how she's going to fit in, who's going to pick her up. Most people are saying the Wings are going to get her, so how's she going to fit in that roster? Just things like that. Those are the things that I'm thinking about, because I don't think Paige Beckers will be a point guard in the W. I don't think so. So, look, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'm out.